Hello again, it's Gavin Martin with On Purpose Growth and the Breakthrough Sales Program. This is another Breakthrough Sales Brief. This one's about yes doesn't mean yes. No, hold on. This is in the context of sales. Okay, it's in the context of sales, so let's not get all bent out of shape and don't need to picket On Purpose Growth in Naperville or, whatever. It's in the context of sales. Yes doesn't mean yes. You see, we get happy ears. Entrepreneurs, people, if you're passionate about what you do, what you sell, what type of product you offer, what type of service you offer, if you have that passion that I think you have, that's a great thing. The downside is you are prone to what is called happy ears, meaning somebody indicates or they say yes, and that's it. You walk away, you leave it be, you accept it for what it is, except here's the problem. It may not be as it appears. Not everything is as it seems. So, it's sometimes hard to tell the real yeses from the fake yeses. And I think you've experienced this. If you've sold for any length of time, tell me, have true or false? You've had prospects completely ghost you and disappear on you. True or false? True. You've had somebody say yes one day, and then it's like it's a different person a week later when they say no. Time kills all deals. You've heard that phrase. In other words, it's hard to tell the real yeses from the fake yeses. And so what we figured out over time in researching why this happens is something that they say in hostage negotiation, strangely enough, but you don't really hear about it in sales, which is yes is nothing. Yes is nothing without a how. What the heck do I mean by that? Well, many times we hear yes and we just let it be. Other times, well, let me put it this way. We hear yes, we let it be. What's the problem with that? Well, buyer's remorse, witness protection, the disappearing prospect, the proposal that gets shopped around town before they finally come back to you and lowball you like crazy, as an example. That's a number of problems rooted in just taking yes on face value. And so what's the solution? Well, of course, you got to test the yes, right? Second video, I should say, of 2019. Let's test the yes in breakthrough sales. How do you test the yes? That's a good question. So there's a few ways, and they all kind of operate off of not just hearing the yes, but verifying with the person across the table, with the prospect, with the buyer, that basically you heard them correctly and that they are thinking through the implications of what they're saying. So if they're saying yes to you, they should understand what yes means. You should understand what yes means. You don't want any ambiguity about that. So let's look down at this together. If I'm understanding you correctly and then throw in the implication of what yes means, how would you/we go about the next step? So yes is nothing without a how. Look, I'm asking for the how. So if we were to do this, how would we go about taking the next step towards, let's say, a proposal between you and your partners, as an off-the-cuff example? Or thirdly, when you say yes, however they said it, so yeah, this sounds great. Okay, so when you say this sounds great, does that mean that I or we are going to schedule a kickoff date to begin the actual work? Or just help me out, like what comes after this? You're saying this sounds good. Can you help me understand what you have in mind for next steps? Or when you say yes and you say you want to get started, does that mean that I'm going to send over the contract? We will both have our signatures on it, and then we will get started right after that. Am I understanding you correctly that when you say yes, that we're doing business together? Now, this might seem silly, but you want to test the yes. If it's a good yes, you'll still get the deal. That's the Breakthrough Sales Brief. If you agree, disagree, share, and comment. I'm happy to hear it either way. And if you want to measurably increase your B2B sales or network, referral coffee, whatever floats your boat, let's talk at onpurposegrowth.com. Let's talk at onpurposegrowth.com. That's the Breakthrough Sales Brief about yes isn't always yes, so you better test that yes. We'll see you on the next one.